Welcome to Cohort Conversations, where FOCUS sits down with graduates of our Citizens Academy program to delve into their unique experience.
Well, hello. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am really excited to get to know more about you and to hear about your experience with our Citizens Academy program. So let's just jump right in. Tell me about yourself. What do you do, and what are you doing to stay involved now that you've graduated from Citizens Academy?
Hi, my name is Sonali McIntyre, and I am the Communications Manager at Interfaith Works. I am staying engaged with Citizens Academy by helping start the Alumni Association.
I love that. I'm Geri Corradino, and I am the Human Resources and Operations Officer here at the Central New York Community Foundation. I'm staying engaged because I actually started the Citizens Academy Committee, which was much needed as this program has grown so much under your direction, Alicia. And I'm also Vice President of FOCUS.
So tell us, what does the Citizens Academy program mean to you?
For me, the Citizens Academy was an opportunity to learn more about the community that I'm working in and the community that I hope to live in and raise my children in. And it was really a great insight as to how the county and city function.
For me, I think that this was a great way for me to get my foot in the door with learning how the local government works. So I grew up outside of Syracuse, pretty close, but still outside of Syracuse. And I started working in the city about 10 years ago, and I didn't know what was going on. So I think by finding this program and getting involved, it's really a great way to stay engaged in the community that I live and work in.
So what motivated you to apply to the Academy? What was it that grabbed your attention?
I'm really nerdy. I love to learn. I love to ask questions. And I saw the opportunity and thought, why not? Why not apply? And was really excited when I got the acceptance email.
I think for me, well, I could give the easy answer and say, well, I'm on the board and everybody does it. But really, before I even joined the board, it was word of mouth. So many people that I know in the community have said, hey, have you heard about that program? Mm-hmm. You know, we've gotten to learn all about, the wastewater treatment plant. I'm like, why do I care about the wastewater treatment plant? I mean, I know we have clean water, that's great. But it's amazing. So I think, really hearing from other people in the community that I value and respect about how incredible this program is. It's you can't miss it.
Were there any panelists that were, I won't say your favorite, but really grabbed your attention or made an impact on you?
We had amazing panelists across the board. I really loved Tammy Palmer from Okra. She had so much energy. I loved her bag of garbage that she carries around. But she made it memorable to remember what we're supposed to recycle, what we're not supposed to recycle. I mean, really, every panelist that we had, there was something amazing about each and every one of them.
Yeah, that's a really tough question, because I think you could pick literally any one of our panelists and talk about them for hours. Yeah. Just probably my favorite would be Bob Searing. Yeah. I was a little worried when I first started, and I was like, we're going to listen to one person talk for 2 hours, like about history? Like, is that okay? I'm down to try anything once. So when I got there and he started talking, 2 hours had just gone by like that. I could have listened to him for an entire day.
So each week features a different topic. There's 11 weeks, and we don't go over the same topic more than once. Which topic were you most interested to hear about, or just made the biggest difference for you?
I would say the Health and Human Services class was probably my favorite. And going through the Syracuse Community Health Center, it was amazing to see the work that they're doing there.
I love that center.
It was amazing.
It's beautiful.
Their artwork.
Yeah, their artwork alone is just incredible. They've done an amazing job there. For me, I would say probably going to the mayor's office and learning about finances, which sounds so dry. Again, it sounds like a dry thing, but I think a lot of people, especially nowadays with everything that's going on in the economy, are a lot more in tune in what's going on in the local politics as well as the national politics. And for me, I cast my vote and I hope for the best, and great. But when we go and we actually learn what everyone is doing, where the money's going, how these things are decided, and it directly impacts the people that live in our community. Mm-hmm. So for me to know where everything is going, I think that that's incredibly beneficial.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite tour?
The wastewater treatment facility. Oh. When you go into it, you're like, oh, okay, this is a smelly place. What am I going to do here? And from start to finish, it was so engaging. It was so exciting to see the entire process. We started right at the beginning where the water is coming into the treatment facility, and we finished at the end where it is ready to go into Onondaga Lake. And we smell it at the end, and it doesn't smell like anything because it's so purified. And it's amazing to see that entire process and know that there's an agency that's doing that really great work for our community.
My favorite tour, I think, was going to the jail. And I think that that was a really humbling experience. I think it was a really interesting place to go. I hope to never see the inside of a jail for the reason that they're there. But I think that that's an experience that not a lot of people get to have, and they're able to do so in the program.
Yeah. It's a very unique experience for sure.
Yeah.
Well, and our experience was even more unique because they were renovating. And so we were able to go into a pod and really explore the entire space. Yeah. We got to see where their rec space was. We got to go into the rooms and see what it looks like from their standpoint, and what their common area looks like, and ask tons of questions. The officers that were there, the sheriffs that were there, were absolutely incredible in answering any questions that we had.
Did the Citizens Academy enhance or maybe change your understanding of local government or our community services?
I had the honor of being the distinguished student speaker at our graduation, and my whole speech was about the actual meaning of community. Community, we think as just a commonality between us. We are a group of people with something in common, but really it means that together we are ready to serve, and every opportunity that we had was a glimpse at how we can serve. And so I think for me, I learned what those opportunities are for me and where the areas that need it the most in Syracuse and Onondaga County.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I work in nonprofit, so I felt like, I was at the same nonprofit for 8 years before I got involved in FOCUS and got into the Citizens Academy. And I figured I knew pretty much what was going on in the nonprofit community, at least. And boy, did that blow me away. Mm-hmm. There is so much more. And for me, I think that it's setting the expectation that there's always more to learn. Mm-hmm. I've been through the program, 4 or 5 times now, because being the committee chair, I go and volunteer. And each time I go, there is something new that I learn that I walk away with at every session that I had no idea the time before. And it also helps me to be more civically engaged.
Mm-hmm. So have you found yourself to be more civically engaged, or have you taken on any new projects or any new roles as a result of something you learned in Citizens Academy?
I only graduated just about a month ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But I have stayed in touch with a lot of people from my cohort, but also as part of this alumni engagement, we took all of the distinguished speakers from the last several cohorts, and we came together for a leadership summit to talk about how we can create this alumni association and how we can keep our other graduates involved and engaged. So that's the project that this has led me to.
Oh, that's very exciting. I've heard some wonderful things, and I'm really looking forward to learning more about it.
I'm excited.
Now, Geri, you are the chair of the Citizens Academy. You are the vice president of FOCUS, so I'd say you're pretty civically engaged.
Yeah, I think we got that covered. I think we got it covered. For me, it's just an eye-opener to do continuous improvement. So what can I do better? What can I improve on? How can I help to make the program better? How can we use the evaluations to improve experiences each time?
So we will be launching applications for our fall cohort very soon here. What advice would you give to someone who might be thinking, I might want to apply to that, but I'm not really sure?
Do it. Absolutely do it. There are so many people that I've recommended it to already. Oh, this is what you do for work. You would really benefit from the Citizens Academy. Their applications are opening very soon for the fall cohort. You will not be sorry. And I cannot speak highly enough about this program. It's amazing.
I second Sonali. just do it. I think that's my mantra for the next month, you know. I think too, advice that I would give to anybody entering the program, I would say, you're going to get out of it what you put into it. And also, it's not only about being civically engaged, but being more connected to the community. And I think that one thing that you can do, class one, you walk in, see someone new that you don't know, sit down and say hi. Hi, I'm Geri. I work at the Community Foundation. Why are you here? I'm here for this reason. I think that's really amazing because you make connections in the community that last for years.
You connect with your fellow participants. There are about 35 participants. You connect with the panelists. There are about 35 panelists as well. You'll connect with different tour guides. So this is a really great way to make maybe about 50 or more connections.
And connecting with your community, seeing where the people around you are working and what they're doing and how they do those things. Learning about land use and transportation, or learning about education in Syracuse. Those are really important things, and it's great to learn about those things and be engaged in them and surrounded by them.
Yeah, really immerse yourself in them.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you both for sharing your story. It's so awesome to hear what the program is for each of the graduates that goes through it. And congratulations on your recent graduation. And thank you so much for all the work that you're doing to help us keep Citizens Academy fresh even after 21 years of the program.
Thank you so much, Alicia.
Thank you.